Patreon.com/the Walk-Off Podcast. $4 a month gets you in there.
If you're watching this right now and you haven't hit the like button, Billy, get on it. Bug your brother. Tell him to do the same.
The Houston Astros.
They are 7-9 in their first 16 games of the season. Does this in any way qualm any anxiety when they head to Texas today?
Yeah, of course. You know what they say. Small sample size easily extrapolates over 162. It's the old saying. It's a tale as old as time. It's right up there with Beauty and the Beast.
The Houston Astros just aren't what they used to be.
Exactly. I mean, it's the same team, minus their GM, who, by the way, is now a Blue Jay.
Exactly. Justin Verlander is gone, but it is the same team. Jose Altuve is on the IL. But again, this is the Houston Astros that won the World Series. I mean, it is. And the Houston Astros constantly find a way to develop players and fill holes from within. And they are doing it again this season. I think this is a really good test for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I mean, I notoriously projected the Blue Jays to go potentially 0-6 or 1-5 this week against the Rays and Astros. I mean, 2-4 is still an option.
It is. That said,
we are hold on. We are, according to ESPN, underdogs in all 3 games.
Yes.
So, for whatever that's worth, we were also underdogs in all 3 games against the Rays. But
are you feeling a little more confident going into Texas after taking 2 or 3 from the undefeated Rays going into? Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, what's not to be confident about? It feels like a great opportunity for a letdown, however. You know, the Rays come to town. We have a big performance in that series, and then we go on the road to the Rays are overachieving, and we stop them. Now we're going to go on the road into Houston, face an underachieving Astros team. It just has all the markings of a serious letdown. So, I mean, we got Gausman on the bump today.
Yes.
Which is good.
Okay. Versus Christian Javier.
Which is not so good. I mean, he's good. Not so good for us.
Javier is very good. And this is where the Houston Astros have struggled this season, is their starting pitching has not been the reliable starting pitching that they are used to having. Javier has had a couple blips on the radar. I know Luis Garcia, also one of their top pitchers, struggling out of the gate here. That's game 3. He lines up against Jose Berrios. And of course, game 2 is going to be Chris Bassitt against Jose Urquidy.
So Garcia 0-2 so far this season. ERA of 7.71. So, I mean, Jose Berrios
up
is
well with Jose Berrios
still salivating at that.
7.98. Yeah,
exactly. Garcia, 14 innings pitched in 2 games. Berrios, 14 2/3 innings pitched over 3 games. So, what does that mean? I don't know.
It almost worries me.
He's gone deeper in games, but he's also been blown up. So, I don't know.
It almost worries me a little bit that I'm feeling kind of confident going into this series. I do think that this team can take 2 or 3 in Houston from the Astros. You look at Kevin Gausman on the bump tonight. They just come out of that big series win against the Rays. They're feeling good. If they can take this one tonight, I think a series win lines up nicely. Now, we did get some positive vibes from the back end of this starting rotation, which the fan base needed. But let's face it, I truly do believe that what we saw out of Chris Bassitt, Jose Berrios, and Yusei Kikuchi, their last times pitching, did a lot in the confidence of the offense, right? Because I guarantee these guys are getting into the batter's box when it's Jose Berrios or Yusei Kikuchi on the mound, and they're feeling a little extra pressure. They're like, we probably need to score some runs here. This could be a shoot 'em up, high scoring matchup to win this thing. But to see them go out and pitch so well in their last time on the bump, and that goes for all three: Chris Bassitt, Yusei Kikuchi, and Jose Berrios. Definitely for the fans, anyways. For myself, definitely calms the waters a little.
Yeah, I mean, reminder, it is a later start for tonight's game. All series long, these are 8 o'clock Eastern starts instead of the typical 7 o'clock that we're accustomed to when the games are in Toronto. So just put that on your calendar. Keep the kiddos up a little bit late. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Jays Astros should be a good one. I mean, right after that, we've got the Yankees. I mean, don't want to look too far ahead here, but we're in the midst of probably our toughest test in the first month and a half of baseball.
I would say
Astros
so.
followed by Yankees. White Sox aren't doing the best this year. Seattle hasn't looked like what I know they're going to end up looking like.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say that?
Yes.
Boston, I don't know. That's in Fenway. Then we got the Pirates, who have been overachieving, although they'll be without O'Neal Cruz. They're probably maybe best player.
Yeah.
Then we got the Phillies, and then we got in mid-May, it's Atlanta and New York, and then Tampa Bay. So about a month away from a really tough stretch, but we're in the thick of things right now. So this will be a good test of what this team really is. I mean, if we look at Rays, Astros, and Yankees, if we come out of that 5-4, I think we're going to feel pretty good about how we match up against the other real AL contenders.
I mean, 162 games is a game of attrition when it comes to baseball, but everyone always says these are the teams you got to beat, right? And it is true. These teams that are a test, if you're going to go into the playoffs with some confidence, you want to beat the Houston Astros in Houston. You want to beat the New York Yankees in New York.